back to the horrors, sadly, of Saturday night. So very good morning to Paul Bristow, Mayor of Cambridgeshire and Peterborough. Paul, good morning. Welcome to Morning Glory.
Good morning, Jeremy.
Just more than anything, I think, this morning is the sense of fear, the sense of foreboding I've picked up from people when they hear about such heinous acts that sadly, and I'm not trying to over-egg it, I'm saying they become the norm, but did things like this never happen 20 years ago? What's happened to us?
Well, I think people have got every right to feel concerned and worried. The area I represent, Peterborough and Cambridgeshire, it's commuterville, isn't it? It's where people get on trains all the time to London and to Peterborough and to Cambridge, and people have got every right to feel worried. I mean, what I will say is that the train was passing through Cambridgeshire. It wasn't scheduled to stop at Huntingdon. It only did so because of the fast-thinking driver who managed to divert the train there. A Peterborough man, that driver, someone who I know, a hero like the train guard who's now fighting for his life. But it did stop in Peterborough, and it does look like that the perpetrator was a Peterborough, or the suspect is a Peterborough man as well. But there'll be lots of worried people. I understand that. Peterborough and Cambridgeshire is commuter territory, and I understand people will be concerned today.
In terms of the people in your community, when something like this happens locally, it sort of exacerbates the problem, but it does speak of wider problems, you know, knife crime. Would it, just one thing that we're throwing out there, would you not call it a terrorist attack, or do you think that's dangerous?
Well, it's my understanding there's a very specific definition of a terrorist attack. I think it's to do with political and ideological...
But it's not. It's endangering
motives.
A person's life other than that of a person committing the action or creating a serious risk to the health or safety of the public or a section of the public. I thought the same as you, but we got out that definition. So I'm not trying to egg it up, but a lot of people are saying, you know, they don't believe perhaps what the government are saying after the Southport things, and we want to try and do this in the right, dispassionate way. But I mean, it's just, I mean, it talks about social care, doesn't it? The fact this guy was out. There will always be people, I'm afraid, warped people in our society that need dealing with. But it's just overriding fear, really, man.
No, look, I honestly, I can understand that. And I think if this individual turns out to have been known to the authorities and known to the police, then there are also going to be questions to answer as to why he was on a train on a Saturday night and was able to stab people around him. What I will say is, you know, while you can't always prevent against these sort of lone wolf attacks, especially on an enclosed environment like a train. It's the first time I've ever heard of an incident, I think, on a train like this, or maybe there has been, but it's the first time I've, can recollect this sort of incident on a train where you can't exactly get off. It's like an aeroplane in that regard, isn't it? You can't exactly get off. But what I would say is quite often when you go to train stations at night or in the evening like this was, you see the gates open, don't you, all the time. And I doubt this individual actually bought a ticket, right? I mean, I'm speculating, but maybe if we had better security at train stations where gates were consistently closed, where there are access gates, maybe that would reassure people. I mean,
listen, I think those are very wise words. I think there will always be people in our society who will find a way to perpetrate crimes that are, to most of us normal people, completely outrageous. I think the reasons for what's happened can be manifold, but you're absolutely right. Just in terms of I loved your words. I mean, the story about the LNER worker who's fighting for his life. We're told this morning potentially saved many people from being killed. Real respect to that human being, right?
Right. I mean, honestly, everyday people. This is a guy who just turned up to do his job. Okay, like all of us. Lots of people are turning up to do their job today on a Monday morning. He turned up to do his job, and to be confronted with that, it's just extraordinary. Everyday people, Jeremy, are capable of extraordinary things. You'll know this. You speak to people all the time on your show. None of us know how we would react in this circumstance. But the other thing I'll say as well, local people in Huntingdon who were at the train station, perhaps waiting for another service because the train wasn't due to stop in Huntingdon, or were just, at the station for one reason or another, they joined in, as I understand it, some of the relief efforts on Saturday night, assisting the emergency services. Everyday people, Jeremy, are capable of extraordinary things.
Do you know, I completely agree with that, and I think much as I want those sorts of things eradicated and knowledge. To talk about it is so important, because it isn't right that as a society knives are so prevalent. I think there are ways to deal with that, but you've also got to cut some part of that Dunkirk spirit, which is we're not going to lie down and be told that this is the way it has to be, that there has to be common sense and strength. Listen, top job, and really appreciate you being on. Paul Bristow, Mayor of Cambridgeshire and Peterborough, thank you very much indeed. On